From $20 hot dogs to secret hotel charges, these are the shocking secrets Vegas doesn't want you to know. Resort fees. This is the one that stings before you even get to your hotel room. You found a great deal online, a $49 room in the heart of the Strip. You feel like a genius, but at checkout, that deal suddenly cost $100 a night. Welcome to the world of resort fees. This isn't a surprise. It's a nightmare and a tax on tourists. In 2025, these fees aren't just for luxury hotels. They're everywhere, and they're climbing higher than a Vegas heat wave. They claim to cover things like Wi-Fi, the fitness center, or local phone calls, services you would expect to be included in your room price. But the real kick in the teeth? You pay it even if you never touch that treadmill or log on to the internet. Imagine paying for a pizza delivery and then finding out you also owe a mandatory oven heating fee. Now that's the resort fee, Las Vegas style. It's a trick to make rooms look cheaper online, a little lie that adds up to big money. And if you thought the resort fee was outrageous, the charges on the ATM will leave you speechless. You've been having a great night. You're up a couple of bucks at the blackjack table, but you're out of cash. Ooh, you spot an ATM. You're thinking, jackpot, right? Wrong. This is where Vegas makes you pay to access your own money. And the ATM fee is never just a couple of bucks. It can be $5, $10, or even $15 per transaction. And that's before your own bank's fee. So you can take out $100 and suddenly you've lost 10% of it before you even put it in your pocket. These aren't just machines, they're cash extraction devices. It's a silent, almost invisible tax on every person who didn't come prepared. The casinos know you'll need more money eventually, and they've positioned these machines like a watering hole in the desert. You're gonna be so thirsty that you'll pay any price and still be thankful. Then, when you're down to your last couple bucks, you're not thinking about the fee. You're thinking about one more roll of the dice. Even though the ATM charges are deducted right in front of you, the concession fees are the exact opposite. This one is brand new, and it is the sneakiest one in their playbook. You're at a restaurant, you've enjoyed your meal, and the bill comes. You see the subtotal in the taxes, and then you see another line item, a concession fee or service fee, usually around 4 to 5%. You didn't ask for a special service. It's not a tip. It's an extra charge tacked onto your bill for no reason other than the casino needs more money. This is a silent, passive tax on every diner, every time. It's this mandatory tip that goes directly to the casino, not to your server. But because it's printed in a small font at the bottom of a menu, most people never even know it. This is death by 1,000 receipts, a tiny invisible drain that adds up to millions for the casinos and leaves you feeling like you got played. Still wondering why the fees are on the high side? Well, there's costs that you still don't even know about. Everyone knows the urban legend of Las Vegas. If you're gambling, the drinks are free. This is both true and a massive lie. The drink itself is free, but nothing else is. See, to get a free drink, you have to be actively gambling, which means the casino has a direct line to your wallet. You get a free beer after you've dropped $50 into a slot machine. They're not giving you a drink, they're buying you a few more minutes at the machine. The speed of service, that's no accident either. The cocktail servers are trained to keep you playing. Despite that free drink, you're still expected to tip. So while you're getting a beverage for $1 or $2, the casino is making sure that you're losing $100. The free drink isn't a perk, it's a tool, it's a trap. And even though you lose money by the minute, keeping Las Vegas alive comes with a pretty hefty price tag. I'm talking about the environmental crisis you can't see. Now, this is a secret that doesn't just affect your wallet, it affects the entire region. Las Vegas is a city of a million paradoxes. But perhaps the most shocking one is its location, a man-made oasis in the middle of a desert. Honestly, the amount of water and energy needed to power this city is just staggering. The famous Bellagio Mountains, the pools at every resort, the perfectly manicured golf courses, they're all drawing water from the Colorado River and Lake Mead, which are at historically low levels. The city uses a mind-boggling amount of water per capita. Meanwhile, the lights, the air conditioning, and the sheer electrical consideration of the Strip is a monument to excess in an era of climate anxiety. It's the ultimate contradiction. A city built on luxury in a place that can't even afford the basics. The glamour of Vegas is powered by a resource that's simply running out. It very quickly gets to a point where money isn't the consideration, but access is. You can't buy the water if it doesn't exist. You can't get additional electricity if nobody's willing to damage the environment to produce it. And even though there's barely enough natural resources to keep Vegas going, even in the short term, showgirls are practically surviving off of their work. The show Vegas is a symbol of Las Vegas's grace, glamour, and beauty. But the reality behind the feathers and sequins is often a grueling life of physical and emotional strain. The work is physically demanding, with long hours, rehearsals, and multiple shows a night, often for far less pay than most people assume or realize. The dancers are artists, but to the casino, they're just another part of the machine, a component in the business of selling fantasy. See, the performers are selling an illusion of effortless beauty, but the true cost is their time, their bodies, and even worse, their passion. When you're sitting in the audience, you're not just watching a show, you're watching somebody's entire life, their dreams, their hard work, and the reality of a city that chews people up and spits them out just as often as it makes them a star. So where does that leave the bottle of Las Vegas? The city that sells itself as a dream, but it's also a masterclass in modern exploitation. From the moment you land, the entire system is designed to take as much as it can from you, from the ridiculous taxi fares to the outrageous price of a bottle of water. But the deeper truth behind it all isn't just about money, it's about the erosion of faith. People came here believing in a dream, the possibility of a win, a life-changing experience. But for many, the reality becomes a series of small, frustrating defeats. A $20 hot dog, a $37 martini, and a $50 resort fee. The dream, it's not dead. It's just been commodified, priced, and sold in a way that feels a lot less like a gamble and a lot more like a guaranteed loss. This is Las Vegas in 2025. Still a playground for the rich, still a fantasy for the masses, but for those who know the secrets, it's a place where the illusion of paradise hides a shocking, brutal truth. Sure, you can still have a good time here, but you've got to know the game. And the game? It's rigged. The house always wins. Even knowing all of this, would you still visit Vegas and take your chances? Or would you pick a different destination entirely? Let us know what you think in the comments section down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.